this computer. Okay, cool. So I'm going to keep this really, really simple, guys. And all I do is ask that you guys try to be as responsive as possible, whether that be via chat or mic, just so I know, where everyone is. So my first question is, guys, who has zero trading experience? You can say yes if you do have trading experience. Doesn't matter if it's even a little bit. And if you have zero, just say I have zero trading experience in the chat. So say trading experience or no trading experience. You can use your mics, or you can use your but or you can use the chat. But let me know. Do you guys have any trading experience? Do you understand what a buy and a sell is? Entry, stop loss, take profit, assets, forex, etc. Right? So you have a lot. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So we got different people in here. Some people probably have a little bit. Some people probably don't have much. But I always like to start off with what makes up a trade. I like to spend like maybe 30 seconds just talking about that. And what makes up a trade is three things. One is your entry. Your entry is pretty much where do you think the market's going to go? Do you think it's going to go up for a buy? That's up, or sell. If you believe it's going to sell, that means you think the market's going to go down. Nice and simple. Then we have the exit. This is where you want to leave the market if you're correct or correct. All right. So we have the stop loss. That means that if you're wrong, if it hits your stop loss, you're going to take a loss. Hence, stop loss. And then we have a take profit, which is your profit. That means that if you're correct, it takes you out automatically. And then the last thing we have is your risk. This is basically how much you want to risk. This is a personal preference. So to put it all together, let's say I'm going to go buy the market. I'm going to determine what I want to lose, what I want to make, and how much I want to lose if it hits my stop loss. And so the platform I like to use, the recommended broker I've been giving you guys, is TradeLocker. And basically, you'll be able to log into your account with your TradeLocker details, and you'll be able to choose your buy or sell from here, your take profit and your stop loss.
Yep,
So
yep.
make sure you guys keep your stuff muted. And so let's say that I was going to get in for a trade. Then let's say that I was going to get in for this trade. Let me see if I can get out here a little bit more. I can't. There. So this will be my take profit, for example. This will be my stop loss. And then I'll be entering a trade somewhere around here. And then you can choose risk and decide how much you want to lose. You can say I'm going to lose $20, $40, $400, whatever. So again, direction is your buy or sell. Your entry, I mean, that's your entry. Your exit is your stop loss and your take profit. And if you click risk, this determines how much you're going to lose. So that's the anatomy of when you're going to place a trade. I'd like to just go over that at the beginning of all my calls because I don't like to assume where people are in the markets. Some people know exactly what I'm talking about. Some people have never traded before. So I just like to talk about that. Now let's kind of get into the indicator and the signals. So I have indicators and signals. I'm going to go over the signals second. I'm going to go over the indicator first. And so my indicator is called market structure. And so what market structure does is it has a lot of different functions. And I host my market structure on a platform called TradingView. You can create a free TradingView account, and pretty much you can add this indicator through my WAP or through my Diamond District to get added to the market structure indicator. Now, the market structure has a lot of dope features. I'm not going to go over all of these features, but I will answer questions if you have any on some of these features. But the main one I want to talk about right now is the breakout strategy. But I made this as a one size fit all. So there are people, let me know in the chat box or your mics if there's anything that you may use on here. Like, do some people like to trade the sessions, highs and lows, breaker structure, fair value gaps, support and resistance, market structure like highs and lows, lower lows, lower highs, supply and demand zones, true day opens, and so forth, right? But right now, what I want to kind of focus on is this strategy. This is a pre-built strategy that I built inside the indicator that gives you your entry, which is a buy or sell. It gives you your stop loss. It gives you your take profit, and it tells you, and it can alert you when it's time to buy and to sell. And it does, like a lot of indicators. A lot of people don't like indicators because most people indicators, when they're making indicators or they're creating indicators, or most indicators, they're built off of like other indicators, like moving averages and other random stuff. And the problem with those type of indicators is they lag, right? They don't. That's why a lot of indicators seem like they're sometimes might be getting in late, or they might not have any type of market structure attached to it. It's because they're not using market structure or price action or support and resistance. They're using moving averages or Bollinger Bands or something random. Well, my indicator, this breakout strategy does use market structure to find the trade. It does not use lagging indicators. And I believe that's why it's very, very accurate, because it does use market structure to find your trade. So with the breakout strategy, there are four different type of styles you can choose. And I want you guys to let me know which style you like in a minute. I'm gonna show you all four, and then I'm gonna go tell you how to trade it. So style number one, and guess make sure you guys mics are muted. But style number one, I call this the safe style. And the reason I call it the safe style is because whenever it calls a sell, it has a TP1 and TP2. The TP1 is a one-to-one risk to reward. So for example, if I took the sell and I was risking 50 bucks, if it hit TP1, I would make $25. If it hit TP2, I would make $25. I mean $50, $50. So I'm risking 50 to make 50, or I'm risking 50 to make 25, or you can use this as a reason to move your stop loss to break even. So let's say I got in this trade, and let's say the trade got here. I can move my stop loss from a losing area to a area where it's broken even, and then allow it to either break me even or to hit take profit one. So this is I like to call this the safe one because it's very user friendly. It's very easy for a beginner. And I would say it wins about 85% of the time on TP1 alone. And before I show you the other one, I'm going to just kind of show you some back tests, right? These are real time. This doesn't reprint. Again, this uses market structure. And let's just count the trades. Every trade we can count till it doesn't let us anymore. So right here, we won one trade right here. And we're going to just look at it. If it hits TP1 at least, we won the trade. And sometimes it's going to hit TP2. So we won this trade. That's one trade won. This trade hit TP1, so that's two trades won. This trade hits TP1, so that's three trades won. And remind you guys, when it calls this buy, it's going to alert you with your entry, stop loss, and take profit. So just to kind of run it back real quick. When it called this sell right here, let me give it a second to load up. It gives you your entry, your stop loss, and take profit. So you would have came in here, looked for gold. That's what I like to trade on. And it said, hey, you supposed to sell. This is your stop loss 4276. So we just go here and hit stop loss, sell 4276. Oops. 4276. And then you could either chose TP1 or TP2. If you chose TP1, you would have chose this one. TP1 would be 4215 or TP2 4194. Then you would have chose your risk on how much you want to lose. Let's say I want to lose 50 bucks, or let's say 100 bucks or whatever, right? So you guys get the point. This is an old trade, so I can't use this obviously as an example, but that's what it would look. That's how you would have took the trade. So it's very simple. I made it as simple as possible to just copy and paste numbers. But now let's go back to just calling the trade. So we won one trade here, two trades, three trades. We lost one. So that's three trades, one loss. Four trades won, five trades won. This is where it started at. Five trades won, six trades won, seven trades won, eight trades won, nine trades won, 10 trades won, 11 trades won, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Did that? Yeah, obviously that one. 19. I don't think I can see anymore. It went too far back. All right, so look, 20 trades was called, 19 trades won. Let me know, and you can open your mic to the chat box. Like, do you think that's a pretty good win rate for definitely for an indicator? And it gives you all the information as far as the buy or sell, the stop loss, the take profit. It gave you everything. You didn't have to do anything. Now, for my people who like to have a better risk to reward, I got you too. Now this is about 80. The safe one is about an 85% win rate, as you see. But I do have other setups as well. So we have the balanced one. The balanced one gives you a 1 to 5 risk to reward instead. 1.5. So now when you take this trade, let me just put it back like it used to be. When you take the trade, you're risking, let's say if it hits your stop loss, you're risking $50 to make $150 with this particular setup. So you would risk $50 to make 150 with this, $50 to make 150 on this. So, and both these trades won, by the way. I would say this is about a 65% win rate, about 65% win rate. But the good thing about it, when you're aiming for bigger targets, you only have to win about 45, 40. You only have to win about 40% of the time to be profitable with this particular setup. This wins about 60, 65% of the time on gold. So you only need to be 40%. You only have to be 30, like 40% profitable with this one, and this is 60% profitable. I could go back and show you, but I think you gotta get the point of, I don't want to go through this whole routine if it hit take profit or not, right? Then we have the runner. Now this one has about a 45% win rate. 40 to 45%. This one goes for a 1 to 3. So you're risking, let's say, $100, right, to make $300. So if it hits, if it hits your take profit, you make 300. If it hits your stop loss, you use 100. You only have to be 26% correct to be profitable. 25% breaks you even. 26% makes you profitable. And this is about a 35 to 40% win rate on this 1 to 3. So I like to say that because you don't have to have high win rates to be profitable in trading. You just have to know what is your risk reward. That's how profitable you have to be. So if you chose this one, it's okay to lose because you're going for a 1 to 3 and not supposed to win every trade. It'd be nice to win every trade with a 1 to 3, but that's just not realistic, right? But it's just okay. How profitable do I need to be on a 1 to 3? I just need to be 40%. I mean, I just need to be 25%. I just have to win 25% of my trades to just break even. That's not much. That means out of like 10 trades, you only have to win just like what, 4 or 4 or 5. So you don't have to win every trade. You're going to have to win a lot more trades in your safe one than you have to do in the runner. But the safe one, you're going to win a lot more trades more often. Then we have the last one, the trend rider. So the trend rider, it gives you a 1 to 3 just like the other one, but it gives you targets where, okay, once it hits TP1, move your stop loss to break even. Once it gets to TP2, move your stop loss to TP1. So just in case, if it comes down here, it can come back here and break you and take you out at TP1 or TP3. So this one requires a little bit more management on that side. So that's the indicator as far as the strategy built into it. Now, it does have other stuff like, for example, I'm just going to kind of quickly go over these, and then I'm going to answer any questions you guys have, and then I'm going to go over the signals next. So it does have like structure, like sessions, highs and lows. It has breaker structure. It has fair value gaps. It has support and resistance. It has structure. It has a bias dashboard, even where it tells you it's biased at the time you're looking at the trade, and it's going to show up like around here somewhere. It has, like you see, like it's a bearish one right now. It did a London sweep, so it gives you like data that you might need. It gives you supply and demand zones if you are a supply and demand zone trader, and you can choose what supply and demand zone time frames that you want, and it gives you those retests as well. And this is more on the more advanced side for people who actually trade these strategies. If you don't, then this can all kind of be irrelevant for you. But I wanted to give you that as well for people who do want that. Now, does anyone have any questions on this indicator before I go into the signal side? Let me know in the chat box, or let me know, hey, I don't have any questions. Or if you do have questions, you can let me know as well in the chat box, or you can open your mics up. And I'll give y'all a second to think about it if you have any questions. Any questions, any questions, any questions? If not, I'm going to go over the signals side. No questions. Pretty straightforward stuff. Does a different change? Does it have a chart? Does it change for different assets? It works really well on gold, and it works pretty good on indices too, and it works pretty good on on USD CAD. So USD CAD, indices, and gold, but it works best on gold. But it does really good on like XPX 500, US 30, NAS 100, and USD CAD. I haven't tested every pair to be fair, but I'm just going based off what I've seen and what I back tested and what I've seen forward testing. Can you automate it the way we can not say you don't have to stare at the charts all day anyway because it alerts you like this, for example, you get an alert. And so let's say you chose the safe one. That's you don't want to manage no trade. You just want to hit a stop loss and take profit. And I do the 15 minute, but I've seen it do really well in the 1 minute as well. So if I hit add to chart, market structure, you simply hit the breakout strategy and it will alert you just like that for breakout alerts. So it's not automated, but you don't have to look at the charts all day because you get an alert, then you put it in. I haven't tested on cryptos. They can tell you if it works on cryptos, but it works on 15 minute chart. I've seen it work really good on 1 minute charts as well. So like, and I think it works really good on the 1 minute, 1 to 3. I mean, on the runner because it gets in really early on the 1 minute chart. So if you notice, look, it took the sell and it ran straight to 1 to 3. Took the sell. That's two 1 to 3s back to back. This one, 1 to 3, 1. So it goes crazy also on the 1 minute chart. But I like it on the 1 to 3 for the 1 minute because you don't have to be in it. It's on the 1 minute, so it gets in early. So it knocks out those 1 to 3s really, really well. You would have lost that trade, you would have lost that trade. You would have, let's see, now you would have lost that trade. You would have won this trade on the 1 minute. And these are 1 to 3s. But won that trade, you probably would have did some type of managing on that. You would have won this trade. Took a sell here, you would have lost this trade. But yeah, it does really go on the 1 to 3s as well. So this thing's be smacking, even on the 1 to 3s, but on the 1 minute. So does anyone else have any questions? Now I'm gonna go to these signals. I'm just gonna go to signals anyway. And if y'all have any questions, y'all can just let me know. Best sessions to trade. Um, it's already starts looking at it doing in New York, but the trade setup can happen at any time. So it can happen in New York, Asian, usually between New York and Asian. Sometimes 11 o'clock a.m., sometimes 12. It's going to alert your phone though. So it's going to let you know when it's the time. When it calls that trade, you can just go look at the trade, see if you agree with it, but it does have a high win rate. So now let's talk about the signals. So this is the signals that we have in the Diamond District. And this is where I plan to host eventually the market structure indicator. Right now, I haven't put it back here yet. That's why I got it on WAP. This is why I'm hosting it right now. But I plan to put it back here instead. So make sure you are in this if you have not yet. But basically, I run a community back here, and I run a signal service. So the signal service, to show you what it kind of looks like, and it's still in beta, so we're still kind of messing around with it, but it wins quite often. So this is what it will look like on your mobile phone. It's an app that you're gonna be able to download, and it gives you the information. So it says, hey, look, we're gonna buy, sell. It gives you pending orders for buy and sell, and it lets you know when a pending order is closed or what take profit it's on, and it updates you real time on these trades. And you can see like the sequence of a trade and everything. We got full training on it as well. So it's very simple to follow. It updates you. And eventually we plan to have it automated where you can swipe right. And if you approve the trade, it'll take the trade on your behalf. Now, just to kind of show you this week's results for the signals, it did 14. It had 19 trades closed. It won 14, 5 losses, 73% win rate. And you can see which ones, top close results. Gold Thief is a very profitable strategy. It wins very often. And Lazy Profit is the other strategy. But yeah, so we have that signal service as well. And all I ask guys is that you just join the broker through my broker link or anyone inside my organization's broker link. So that's how we're just pretty much building it. And how we're going to be helping people make money, guys. We're giving it for free. Just join the recommended broker. That's it. Join the recommended broker, you get the signals, you get all this stuff for free. I'm not charging $200 a month or $150 a month or $80 a month. It's completely free. So we got the signals free. We got this free. We got the automation coming soon. That's gonna be free. We have a community. It's gonna be pretty dope though. So let me know, guys, what do you guys think so far about everything I've shown you? And let me know. Actually, let me know this. On the market structure, which one did you like the best between these? Between trend writer, safe, balance, or runner? Safe was the 0.5 and 1 to 1. Balance was the 1.5. Runner was the 1.3 of the 1 and 3. And trend writer was the 1 3 with multiple TP points. Let me know which one was like, what kind of fits your trading strategy? You like safe? Yes. I always tell people like, if you don't want to do too much managing, safe is just fine. You're going to be in a very high win rate on safe anyway. You ain't got to do much. You could choose TP1 or 2 or both if you want to just manage the trade. But I wanted to give people the option for,
Brandon,
yeah,
a question. So I
sure.
wanted to ask you, so on that, are you able to set your settings? Like if you just want to take buy orders or if you want to just take sell orders, or is it automatic, or does it automatic set your, I'm on the phone, set your take profit, your stop loss. But so what if I just want to take buys and no sales, you know? I think I'm a buy girl instead of sell girl.
I would say this. That's not how trading works, right? So when you're buying and selling, it's just an entry, right? You don't want
Yeah.
to just be a buy person in a day trading market. You buy when you're going to buy stocks because that's where
Yeah,
you only make. That's not how day trading works. You don't just say, you know what, I only want to buy. That's how you lose because that's not how the market works. It goes up and down, right? So
that's true.
you don't want to say, you know what, I don't want to take that good sell profitable sell because I don't like sales. It's icky. You're gonna lose money. And then imagine you taking a bunch of buys when the market's going the wrong way. So you can get the sell alert and ignore it, but I wouldn't recommend it.
Okay, great. Okay, that's all I was just wondering.
Yeah.
And also, so when it's set up, because I see when you zoom in, it seems like, and I know you have your sessions open. I know you have the sessions set up on there, right? So your session is also blocked in. Does it automatically tell you like, okay, well, this is the order right here, this is the order right here, because it looks like it's kind of jumbled.
I'm not sure what your question is.
So when you zoom, can you
Right
zoom
here?
out? Oh,
Oh, you want to zoom out
yeah,
like this?
yeah. So you
Uh-huh.
see, like it's so each one of them have like where you buy and sell. You know, where you take your profit, whatever.
Uh-huh.
Is it like jammed up, or is it? Do you have? How do I want to
I'm
put it?
not sure what your question is. Are you asking which trade you should pick? I just don't really understand the question.
No, 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 no. I'm saying so each session,
Oh, you said
Asian, London,
session.
whatever. Yeah.
It's not a
Is
session
it?
on London or anything like that, if that's what you're asking. It's not going based
No,
off
no,
of
no.
session.
So no, no, I'm asking like is like in each session will we be able to take like a trade like I say if I'm trading Asian, then I want to look and see if I can get a setup in London. So would it have like each section like where you can see a good setup at, and
So,
then it would tell me the way this is a good setup where
so I'm gonna keep it really simple. If you want to trade based off sessions, then you need to manually trade using this stuff. This is a
okay,
pre-built strategy. It's only going to call buy sell at any type of session if it sees a particular setup. It doesn't care what
gotcha.
session it's on. It's going to alert your phone and it's going to say, "Hey, there's a sell alert." So you're going to get an alert and it's going to say, "Sell." You're just going to go in your trading view. It's going to say the sell right here. You're going to go in your trading
Hmm.
view. You're going to get the alert on your phone. You say, "Okay, cool, call sell. Let me go look at it." It's going to give you entry, stop loss, take profit one, take profit two.
Gotcha.
Can't get much easier. And now, if you're asking, well, you're asking to go manually trade. If you want to go find your own buys and sells, you can just turn this off and just go perfectly do everything by yourself.
No,
But
no, 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 no. I didn't say manual.
no,
No,
I'm,
no,
I'm,
no.
I'm
I
saying, I'm just
said,
going, I'm asking your question. You said, like, if I want to trade sessions, you can go trade
uh-huh.
sessions and it see like it marks up the sessions and you can, let's say that you like supply and demand zones, for example, and you want to
Okay.
trade supply and demand zones. You can turn off the breakout strategy and just have it mark up charts based off of you want to go look for a strategy for your own. I don't know what your strategy would be. It could be, hey, for example, I like to trade these supply and demand zones. So whenever it comes in this area right here, in the supply area, I would like to look for a buy and sell. So yes, you can do these. You can look for different sessions and different strategies and do your own thing. But just remember, this breakout strategy is a pre-built strategy that's looking at certain conditions that I made my own way of looking at the market myself, and is looking for certain things to happen in the market for it to create that sell. So it only creates
Gotcha.
sales and buys based off of my strategy that I pre-built into it. It's not going to just crawl random buys and sells because you want to look for a buy at this moment. It's only going to alert you if it sees a good buy or sell based off the market conditions I set.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. Appreciate that. Yeah.
Hmm. How do I get access to your indicator? Just reach out to me on Instagram. I put my Instagram right here. Just reach out to me and I'll message you at CEOBranden. So would you mute the guys? It's not trading sessions. So I can't answer you questions on this. It doesn't get out the sessions mindset right now. This is how it works. I'm just keep it simple. It starts looking for trades at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, you explained to the lady, got you. But just keep it simple for you guys. It starts looking for trades at 10 a.m. But until the setup happens, the setup can happen because you can't force a setup, right? So the setup for this particular strategy can happen at 11 o'clock a.m. It might happen. Let's just look, for example, look at this trade. This one happened at 3 p.m. But this one happened at 12 p.m. This one happened at 9 p.m. This one happened at 11 a.m. So it's going to happen, but it's going to start looking at 10 a.m. for trades. So you're not going to see anything before 10 a.m. For the new trade setup at least. And then it's going to start looking for trades. That's the timer I have. Like, okay, start looking for trades around 10 a.m. It might happen at 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. Because until the setup happens, it's just not going to call it a trade. And if you notice, like, if we look at other indicators, right? If you ever notice, I'm gonna bring up a random indicator and the flaw I've had in a lot of these indicators, even some of the indicators I used to create. I'm gonna look at one that I was. Let's look at this one. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. So this is the flaw. This is how you know when an indicator is. Let me see. So like you don't have to worry with my indicator when it's doing stuff like going back and forth doing consolidation like this, like stuff like this. Now this is a decent indicator, right? But you're gonna get a lot of these, and that's why these indicators be messing up because it's not based off of the market structure. It's based off of lagging indicators. And you have a lagging indicator that you base it off of, you get these crazy things. It can't handle consolidation. That's why a lot of these indicators be flawed. But if you notice with my indicator, with the buy and sell, it's literally based off of a real strategy. And it's not based off no lagging indicators. It's based off of this. So it doesn't have any of that consolidation. It calls it and it hits it or it don't. It doesn't do like buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. At most,
And
you're gonna get.
Brandon, you know what? I appreciate you. I appreciate you bringing that up because that's what I was trying to explain. I just couldn't. It just didn't come out right, but that's exactly what I was trying to explain. Explain. Was it gonna have like buy, sell, buy, sell, buy,
Oh
sell?
no, it's not gonna do that.
Yeah, I appreciate you. I appreciate you explaining that. That's what I was trying to explain, but I just
You
didn't. All
good?
right.
Well, I'm glad I got
Thank
to say
you.
that real quick, huh? So yeah, you don't have to worry about it like ping ponging off buys and sells all day. It's gonna call it buy and sell, and that's part why it's so accurate because it's not just calling random buys and random sells. And because usually when you have a lagging indicator, that's how you can tell. And it's that's why mine just if you look at it, it's very clean. It just calls a seller buy. It's not like all jumbled up together. So yeah, but y'all have any other questions for me? Can't it avoid a liquidity?
8:34.
Um, here's the thing about liquidity sweeps, right? It's liquidity sweep is relative, right? Anything can be liquidity sweep. You can have a liquidity sweep because of news. You can just have liquidity sweep. You can't really avoid something that because it's all relative. That doesn't because you can say, oh, liquidity sweep, and then guess what? You go hit sell, and then it goes back to it does another sweep two more times. So I don't really like to consider liquidity sweep a thing. I just think it called it just some type of liquidation real quick. But this one focuses mainly on breaking out in certain areas, so you don't have to worry too much about sweep too much because of why I put the stop loss at. But it can also happen. Like, so if we look at this, It's not, you don't see too many tweets. You notice it. And guys, you gotta mute your mics. Because I can hear that, hear someone kid in the background. Let me mute that there. So if you like it can just hit like it doesn't really hit no like it doesn't have like it doesn't have like a lot of manipulation stuff. It can go up, but like I said, I don't really I don't know. You can't really avoid certain things in the market, but it does really good. It does really good what it does, right? So that's the best thing I can really tell you about that because it's kind of like it's kind of hard to answer a question like can you avoid the question? That's like can you avoid stop loss? The market gonna do what it does. You can only just focus on the strategy itself. Any other questions that you guys got? If not, I'll have this recording. I'll put it on my YouTube. If you don't mind, guys, after I upload to my YouTube, just leave a comment below. Just show some love on the channel. Just let me know what you thought about it. Once I upload it on the comment section, that's all I ask. If you have any questions, also you can leave the comment section below. What number is that EMA line? It's 200 EMA. Yeah, so I like to filter a lot of buys and sells based off the 200 EMA. So it's not looking for buys below the 200 EMA and vice versa. Looking for sales above it. So that's the only actual email I would use, but I don't use it for entry. I just use it to filter out good and bad buys and sells based off the actual strategy. So cool, guys. I'm gonna let you guys go. I appreciate you guys' time. I'm gonna upload this. Just leave a comment below on the YouTube channel, just to show some love. I'm gonna try to do these calls like every Friday, just in case people have questions on the signals or on the indicator. Who can we purchase it? Where can we purchase it? You can get it right now. I'm just giving it to free. So when I upload it, you can give it for free. Just join my walk. So I'll just go to the website. If you go to Breakout, you can go to breakout.profit with fxsocial.com to get the indicator, or you can go to profit, not profit with FX Social, but trade with Brandon. So trade with Brandon, you're gonna get my signals for free here. Breakout.profit with fxsocial.com. You're gonna get and I'll leave both links below. And just follow the directions on the actual sites. Yeah, so those are the two sites to get both of them. Cool. So I'll let you guys go. Just remember, leave that comment below when I upload on YouTube. I'll put it on the IG and WAP announcements when we do it. I appreciate you guys' time too.